Hey, hopefully you've been doing these questions right, and we're going to continue to go ahead and go over through these just for if you have any questions or again you want to double check. So we're going to start off by going now with question number 10. So we're going to stay with that 3.3 dimensional analysis practice sheet number 1, question number 10. So when we read the question, it says Lake Michigan holds 1.3 times 10 to the 15th gallons of water. If just Chicago removed water from the lake and it never rained again, how many days would the water last? Okay. And then we have to have a conversion factor. And in this right here, the conversion factor is Chicago uses 2.1 times 10 to the 9th gallons of water each and every day. So this is our conversion factor right here, all the way up through there. And that's for one day. And this is how many gallons are that we're going to start off with. So we're going to start off with that right there. So when I look at both these problems, there's two numbers in here, and both of them have two significant figures. So our final answer can only have two sig figs. We're going to have two significant figures as a final answer, nice and bright so we can see that, and we're just going to go ahead and start right there. So we're going to start off with our known. Our known is this one right here, is 1.3. Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to make it easy on myself, and I am just going to copy that. So we're going to copy and paste that, and paste that right there. Well, I also know that I have this right here, okay, and that's water per day. That is a conversion factor, so we're going to copy that also, and we're going to say our conversion factor is, and then we're going to just paste that right there. So we have that right there. And this, again, is one day if we want to do that. So for each and every day, we're going to get that much that amount. So let's go ahead and start this off. We're going to start with not the conversion factor, the number that's in the problem. So we're going to start with this one right here, gallons. Okay, so we're going to copy that again, and we're going to just put it down here. So let's go ahead and paste it right there. Then we're always going to put our handy dandy times and a line. So we're going to have gallons on the bottom because we have, and then what are we going to do on the top? We want to know how many days it would last if it never rained again. So here's our conversion factor. So I have this on top, that on bottom, or this on top and this on bottom. So I look at it, since I have gallons on top right already, I have to put gallons on the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and put gallons on the bottom. So again, I'm going to make it nice and easy for me and copy that. And we're just going to come right down here and tab over. And we're going to paste that right there. And then we're going to put on top, we're going to put down one day. So let me just move that over. And we will underline that. Hit the equal. And again, we're going to go all the way through that like that. And now that I have it this way, okay, I can actually get rid of my gallons. So we're going to get rid of the gallons on top and bottom since I have them on top and bottom. So we're going to hit straight through on that. And same thing here. So now what we have to do is we have to do our math. Well, I have a simple calculator. So what do? Well, we fall back to our rules of what do we do with numbers that are in scientific notation when we, in this case, we are dividing them. So does anybody remember the rule? That's right. The rule is if I divide numbers that are in scientific notation, I subtract the exponents. Okay, so what are we going to do is I'm just going to write up here real quick. I'm going to say that's the rule. So we're going to take 15 and we're going to minus 9. And that's going to equal 15 minus 9 is 6. Okay, so we know that we're going to have time 10 to the 6th after we get done. So matter of fact, I can come right over here and I can put that in there times 10 the 6th, and my unit is going to be days. Okay, and I got to make this a superscript. And let's get over there. There we go. So now all I have to do is do what's at the beginning. So I'm going to go over to our calculator, and we're going to put 1.3. And we're going to skip everything else, divide that by 1.2, and we end up with 0.083. Let's do that again. 1.3 divided by 1 point equals. Okay, so we ended up with 0.083333. Okay, and it's repeating 3, but we don't need more of that because we need it in 2 significant figures. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to round this number right here to 2 significant figures. So we're going to take this number right here. These zeros are not significant because preceding zeros are never significant. So we're just going to our 2 numbers right there. So we're going to look at this. We'll highlight that right there. So this 3 says that we do what? We drop everything off. So now we know that we have, and that's going to equal 0.083. We dropped everything else. Okay. And then we're going to add this to the end of that. Copy, and we'll paste that right there. Okay. So is that, now we got to look at that, and is that written correct scientific notation? No, it's not. So we're going to move the decimal from here to there. So I'm going to do that down here. Okay, so we're going to actually get rid of this because I know that's going to pop up. And so that's going to equal, when I move that over, I move that over here, making this number larger. That means I make this number smaller by the same number of places that I moved it over. So we're going to go 1, 2. That means I'm going to make this number smaller by 2. So we're going to end up with 8.3 times 10, and we made it by 2, so that now it's going to be 4. And that's going to be days. And we're going to move this to superscript. And we look at the question now. Now we have 8.3, 2 significant figures, 4 days. So that's that many days. I could also bring that out if I wanted to. If I wanted to bring that out just to a standard notation, I could bring that to 8.3, and then we're going to move it 3 more zeros. And it's going to be 83,000 days. That makes sense. Well, that just means there's a lot of water. Since we're using a lot of water in Chicago, there would be a lot of water there. So we could go ahead and highlight those. And both of those would be correct. Would accept either one of those. So that's how we do number 10. Number 10, a little bit trickier one, but as long as we know what we have in the problem, it makes it a lot easier. Nelson out.